Hey everyone, so tonight I'm doing a review on the Marvel Legends Hulk from the Annihilus wave. It's actually a really cool Hulk. It's one I've been actually after for quite some time. He's just always really expensive, so I never get a chance to pick him up. Luckily my friend Jack had one, he was willing to trade, so we did a trade and I finally have him. So this is from Hasbro, but you can tell it's using some of the Hulk classic body pieces from Toy Biz. So we'll finish up his 360 and we'll check out the details. Alright guys, so first off, I'll just go ahead and start off with the accessories. So he comes with the shield. I'll go ahead and pull this off, and his helmet just kind of comes right off like that. So you get this little shoulder armor here. And the way I did this shield is just kind of slid it over his hand here and over his other part. So looking at the shield, I mean, it looks really cool. There's not really any paint detailing. It's just really sculpted really nicely. It's more of a, this is definitely a harder plastic, whereas the straps here that are also textured like leather are more pliable. But I haven't tried to pull these off the pegs here. I think that may break it if I did. But just the whole front here is really nicely textured. You can kind of see like the little spike ball right here. It's some, you know, almost like lightning coming off, and the arrow insignia there. So it's really cool. And then it's got all these nicks and scratches. You can kind of see it in the light better, hopefully. All these, you know, carvings and just chunks out of the whole shield, like it's been through, you know, some serious fights. I like how it's kind of banged up here too. But it's really cool. But yeah, like I said, no paint detailing, just got a ton of sculpt, and just the way the light hits it, it gives it that detail. So here's his like shoulder armor. So it's got, this part's definitely more pliable, the whole thing is, which is nice. But it's just more of like a spiked shoulder pad there. And it too also has a bunch of the nicks and chunks out of it, and, you know, dents, and pretty cool. And the strap's just more like a leather strap, and it's got some little design on the inside, but it's more of a darker brown paint application onto the lighter, kind of more pliable, darker, I mean, not lighter, yeah, it's lighter brown. Sorry, I'm still recovering from daylight saving, so I am still kind of tired. But anyway, you can kind of see it's the lighter brown compared to the shoulder pad there. And the helmet is really cool. So it's got more of the, you know, more of the battle, you know, nicks on the actual helmet here. It's got like a little face right there. It's kind of interesting. And it does have feathering. And the feathering is got a red paint application. It's actually the one piece that has some paint on it. Otherwise, it's got the same battle damage, kind of like one of those gladiator helmets. Very similar to the one from the Thor movie. But very cool. Alright, so getting into Hulk. He's got a very angry, stern face. And it's definitely a different shaped head than than you probably are used to seeing on Hulk. It's got the more bulkier, you know, jawline, but kind of more narrow. It's not as much of a round head. But it's a really cool head sculpt. I really like this look. I like the protruding, you know, eyebrows. And he's just got a nice paint application. Got, you know, black hair on the top here. And then it's just got kind of some black wash on its face to kind of give it some more depth and detail. But you can kind of see a very serious staring Hulk. He's like, but it looks really cool. I really like how this turned out. And same thing on the body here. You can see more of that black wash kind of coming over the chest there. Hang on, get this camera right. But you can see more of that black wash coming over his shoulders. Looks really cool. Same thing on the arms. It just gives it more detail. It's such a simple little thing, you know. You just get a little bit of black paint, and wow, it really makes the sculpt pop out at you more. You see more on that forearm here. And he's just got the brown pants, and they're not tattered. But you can kind of see they're just painted on, so you can see some of the paint didn't get quite on the kneecaps here. And you can see some of the paint's missing on the sides here. But you can see some more of that black spray kind of on the pants to give some more detail. Same thing on the leg, on the bottom of his feet, and on his shins area. Got the toes. Very cool though. Alright, so we're going to go over the articulation. So since it is the older Toy Biz Hulk classic body, it's got a ton of articulation. So he looks up very far, looks down pretty far, about down to there. Looks side to side. He also kind of has not really a bobble so much on the side. ball joints in the shoulders. They move out, nice and clicky. Down, forward, and back, nice and ratchet feeling. It's got a bicep swivel and single jointed elbow. Wrist rotation, also individual finger articulation, almost. So the 3 fingers are together. The pointer finger has its own joint, and then the thumb has his own joint. So you can definitely get a, close to a fist as possible. So it doesn't really have an ab crunch. It's got, it's got a peg in there, so you can go forward, about that much. Slides back. He also can rotate. He also has a waist swivel. And he's got the Y joint, so you can kick. You can fully do the splits if you wanted to. So nice and tight. You have to rotate it to kick them forward. Rotate it back. Got an upper thigh swivel. Single jointed knee. No boot swivel, but his ankles move down. And they move up. And he does have a little bit of a, yep, he's got ankle rocker. And he does have the toe articulation and peg holds the bottom of his feet. All right, I'll get him armored back up and I'll show you guys how tall Hulk is. All right, guys, so Hulk is, let's see, right about, so I took his helmet off. It's just about 7.5 inches. Put his helmet on. And about 8.5 inches. Helmet adds about 1 inch with the feathering. And then here he is next to the Extremis Iron Man from the Terrax wave from way back. So you get a little height comparison there. And then here he is next to the recent Hulk Build-A-Figure from the Thor movie. Just so you can get a kind of a comparison. And just since they've got some, kind of similarities in the helmet, right? Kind of. Same kind of straps. Just the other one doesn't have any weapons. But just kind of give you guys a height comparison. But very cool Hulk. I really do like him. I think he's nicely done. Makes me want now the War Hulk from Hulk Classics, where he's got the full, headpiece and the shield and the red whip with the crazy sword and the big, almost like football player type shoulder pad armor. One of these days. He's kind of expensive too. But yep, so there you go, guys. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. All right, take care, guys. Hope you have a great night.